Okay, right here we created our first particle emitter. We'll go open and let's look on some properties inside the layer. Currently, you notice when we change, we have this icon. It's showing us this is particle. As well, we have some properties as a present, velocity, which is a meter per second, and next value, it is variations. So the speed can be from 0 to 1 meter per second. This is add this variable so they don't look all exactly the same. As well, we have properties for the global motion. Let's right now open and look a little bit more in details. This is global properties for the particles. These apply to the material. So if I add different particles, this effect and configuration will apply to them. However, if I create different materials, the global particles will apply just to this material on that layer. Let's look right here. We have a general area first with animation range. This animation range says by automatic. If you disable, you can change from 0 to 10. And this is automation where it's happening. The main length currently it's set to 1 kilometer. And if you look at this large sphere going around, what's happening to particles when they come to the end, they kind of disappear. So the view will generate particles only in this area. You can always decrease. For example, we can go and set to 25 meters. Okay, so right here. And we can preview, you can see how smaller it is. So if our generating particles outside, they won't produce any particles at all. So our emitter, or okay, let me check right here, need be inside this domain for the particles to actually work. So right here we move inside and you can see the particles actually start working. Okay, this is our domain, how we create it. Simulation rate, it's how often particles will generating. Think about this from our emitter. Currently it's just generating once. If we're going in density, let's set this to 1% right here. I'll disable emit once, so it will be constantly emitting particles now. This is all flow and generating about every, if your animation 25 frames per second, so it's got every frame will generate new one. If we're going inside and modify, for example, generate to 5 times per second hertz. So we'll go back. We'll start move. You notice right here we start generating. Of course, they're kind of expanding because particles have individual properties of the weight that randomize, and it's make them kind of expand. But overall, you can see how it's will generating from our emitters by using simulation rate. For the flow, you maybe want to have a 25 as default. It's nice, or 30. Rules, what I kind of upkeep by myself, it is what is your animation set. If you set 30 frames per second, you probably want to have it 30 hertz at least, or if 24 frames, you can put it down to 24. So it's at least matching your frames rate. But again, it's not necessarily just my rules of what I said. Next, we have also Opengl preview quality. Currently set to 100. If you need it render faster, you can reduce this. Again, this is only for the preview quality, not for render quality. And we have it at don't update preview when scrubbing. So it kind of when you start working on preview, you don't want effects on physics to the particles. By checking this, you disable to some of those physical calculations. It will speed up preview options. So this is located in a general preference and configuration general section.